loyalty, people. Let me hear you make some noise for Prestige Drummers. So now let's go to our voice of the gods, who is going to take you through all the action today. Please, Mr. Howard Bentham.
Adam, thank you. Yes, let's have a look at the quarter-final Friday lineup here at the YONEX All England Open Badminton Championships 2025. If you're just taking your seats, good morning and welcome. Two great matches to start us off on one of the most open YONEX All Englands for years and years, with a number of reigning champions and top seeds crashing out yesterday. Go Soon Huat and Lai Chevon Jimmy, the #1 seeds from Malaysia in the mixed doubles, up against the #5 seeds from China, Jiang and Huang, is the opening game on the Minoru Yoneyama court. On the 1-2 bet court, it's women's doubles action with the bronze medalist from Paris, Japan #3 seeds Nami Matsuyama and Chiharu Shida, up against Pearly Tan and Tina Muralitharan of Malaysia, the #5 seeds here. Second up on the Minoru Yoneyama court in the men's singles, a finalist here previously in great form this week, and with some amazing support, India's Lakshya Sen, playing the 2023 men's singles champion Li Shifeng of China, who seeded 6th. We've got the mixed doubles, second up on the 1-2 bet courts, really sharp. They're looking great form. The French pairing, the #3 seeds Tom Guical and Delphine Delroux, playing the 7 seeds from China, Guo and Chen. That'll be a heck of a matchup as well. Looking forward to seeing the 2018 champion, who's the #1 seed here and in imperious form, China's Shi Yuqi, in the men's singles, 4th up on the 1-2 bet court against Singapore's Lo Kian Yu. Wow, what a match we have. 4th up on the Minoru Yoneyama court. It's been the fairy tale story of the week, an absolute fairy tale for Greg and Jenny Mayers of England, who host their Badminton Inside YouTube channel, and they've had their fans here in numbers this week. This is their last international tournament, their first time ever they've won a round in the YONEX All England in 6 campaigns. The Mayers up against Lee and Chai of Korea in the mixed doubles quarter-final. That's 4th up. Wow, a heck of a day in action. 2 sessions, of course. Adam, enjoy the day, and let's enjoy an amazing light show here right now. Come on, everybody, get your torches on your phones, and let's give it up with the lights.
Birmingham might be this country's second city, but by anyone's standards, the All England is a thoroughly first-class event. And it's starting to get serious. It's quarter-finals all the way today, and you'll see everything live. Warm welcome inside the Utilita Arena here in central England. The oldest badminton event in the world, and it's day 4. And our thanks to Horace Mitchell. He's a line judge. It's his final shift today after 30 years of volunteering. Where would badminton be without the thousands of volunteers? Enjoy your retirement, Horace. And thanks for your service. Well, here's our lineup. They're beginning with the #1 seeds in the mix, Go and Lai, but they start underdogs against the Chinese pair, Zhong and Huang. Then we've a fascinating men's singles. Lakshya Sen, who won Commonwealth gold here in Birmingham, versus another man who loves this part of the world. Li Shifeng took down the All England 2 years ago. Women's doubles to follow. Indian pair Jolly and Pulera may have their work cut out against many experts picked for the title, Olympic silver medalists Liu and Tan. After that, a potentially emotional farewell, or maybe not, for English pair Greg and Jenny Mayers. Their final tournament, and in front of their own fans. Lee and Shay trying to play party poopers. And we conclude the session with the men's doubles. World number 8 pair, Gautama and Isfahani, facing surprise quarter-finalists Liu and Yang. We have 2 sessions today. This is our second session. It starts at 5 p.m. local time, and what a match to kick it off. It'll be Jill Clark and Steen Pedersen commentating on An Se-young versus Chen Yufei. And what about the second match there? Alex Lanier, brilliant yesterday, if you watched his match. He's up against Wang Zuwei. Well, there isn't a dull game potentially on paper there. Just a reminder, second session begins at 5 o'clock local time here in Birmingham. Let's take a check on the way the mixed doubles draw has panned out. 5 seeds have survived, as you can see, and we are concentrating initially on that top match featuring the number 1 seeds Go and Lai.
125 years of history.
We've had excellent crowds here all week, and they're only going to get bigger as we build up towards the weekend. If you're not quite sure of your English geography, we're in the centre of the country, about 100 miles north of the capital, London, in a city that has, amazingly, more miles of canal than Venice does. There is huge prize money this week, nearly $1.5 million in total. And for the winners of the doubles, it's a 6-figure first prize. Stand by then. We've got 10 seconds until we introduce the players.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the YONEX All England Open Badminton Championships 2025. Please welcome the players onto the Minoru Yoneyama court in the mixed doubles. Let's hear it for the number 1 seeds from Malaysia. Go Soon Huang and Lai Shevon Jimmy. And their opponents from China, the number 5 seeds Jiang and Huang Dong.
Well, it's only just gone 9:30 in the morning, but already we've got an electric atmosphere inside the arena here. My name's Trevor Harris. Chris Langridge is alongside me. Set his alarm clock for this morning, and we are ready over the players heading on to. This should be a fascinating starter, Chris, because as I said in my introduction, Go and Lie the number 1 seeds, but probably underdogs in this match.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing to be saying when you're talking about number 1 seed, but I have to say I'm really excited to see this match, mainly because obviously a new Chinese partnership. First tournament together for Jiang and Huang. You got world number 1 and world number 2 combining together in a partnership, and yeah, this is going to be a great start to the day.
So obviously, the Chinese pair making their debut here this week. And it will be fascinating to see how the chemistry works, or doesn't, whatever the case may be, between the 2 Chinese. So let's give you a bit more information then about this quartet, starting with the top seeds from Malaysia, Go Soon Huang, Lai Shevon Jimmy. 34 now, Go. Of course, they're a couple on and off the court. They got married last May, been playing together for a decade or more, and that world ranking of 3, as you can see there, is their best. There's Lai Shevon Jimmy, who's 3 years her partner's junior. They won a couple of Super 300s way back in 2018, and then there was a 6-year gap to last year when they took down the Swiss Open and then their biggest title, which was the Malaysian Masters, a Super 500. took them an hour. You may have seen that match with us, that first round match against the Thais, Purvaronyakro and Palsampran, and then a very straightforward second rounder against the Scots, Dunn and McPherson, all over in 25 minutes. Don't think this will take 25 minutes against these two. Jiang who's 23 years of age, they're world ranked, obviously not on there because they're a new pairing. Has been as high as 2, of course, with his previous partner Wei Yashin, and they won 9 World Tour titles between them, including a Super 1000. That was the Indonesia Open last year. But there's a lot of expectation because obviously he's playing with one of the legends of the game, Huang Dongping, the 29-year-old Olympic gold medalist from Tokyo, with Wang Yiliu, and no fewer than 19 World Tour titles. But interestingly, never here. A runners-up medal from back in 2022. So I reckon she thinks there's a bit of unfinished business in England's second city. They haven't even been on court for half an hour in either of their 2 matches so far. And Terry He and Xinyu Zhua, they're not the worst pair either, I'll tell you that. That's frightening. In charge of this match is Iris Metspalu from Estonia. And Dominic Cadera of England
Ready to play?
will be the service judge. A bit frightening, those stats, Chris, for the Chinese pair's previous 2 rounds.
Yeah, definitely, and I've got to say, for going live, they've had a tough draw, considering #1 seeds, and obviously first round they had the legend, Dechapol, which they played amazing to defeat, and then in the quarterfinal having, who on paper probably would be the favourites for the tournament. It's hard to say because they're a new partnership. No one really knows the level they're going to deliver. In theory, the Chinese should be phenomenal together, but first tournament, they got a bit of pressure. As you said, Huang Dongping won the only tournament she hasn't won. She's won pretty much everything else.
Yeah, yeah, and it's one that you want to have on your CV, the All England. I think it's important potentially here for Going Light to make a solid start. If they let Jiang and Huang dominate, they could be in trouble. Stand by then for the umpires' player introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Jiang Zhengbang and Huang Dongping, China. And on my left, Ko Soon Wat and Jamie Lai Shevon, Malaysia. Huang Dongping just served to Ko Soon Wat. Labo. Play.
So here we go then. First shuttle about to be hit in anger on quarterfinals day. It's going to be interesting, that battle between the 2 women you fancy. Lai Shevonjemi and Huang Dongping. Tough ask for Lai Shevonjemi. But she played really well in the first round that we covered.
What a start from the Malaysians.
I was expecting to say, Chris, that it would be Jiang and Huang making the court look bigger, but it's the other way round. This is an onslaught earlier.
Yeah, truly phenomenal start. This is the thing with the new partnership. Obviously, they're not experienced the stress of what happens when it doesn't quite work. And obviously, it's so early in the match, anything's still possible. I don't think the Chinese have quite got into gear yet.
Well, they're on the board. As that went out the back.
1-4.
And of course, it doesn't necessarily follow when you put 2 superb players who've both been right at the top of the of the mixed doubles game with other partners together that they'll immediately gel. Chris said a moment ago, on paper, you would expect these two to be seriously competitive.
I think the difficult bit in doubles is it can take a month, it could take 6 months, it could take a year for a partnership to gel and bond and get that understanding of who's going to take what, who's going to cover what.
Yeah, and before that, there's another good example. Before that, you can't semi-playing on instinct without that chemistry already being there.
The other thing is how obviously you communicate with each other in court and get to know each other, because you have to have that trust in each other. And when things are difficult, you have to, know how the other one's feeling and what they need to help them. Obviously, the Malaysians, as you identify, play together so long. Obviously, also a couple. That side of it should be very straightforward for them. But I do think Jiang, he has got a lot of pressure on his shoulders because he's been given this big opportunity of playing with the legend, Huang Dongping. It's obvious that China really rate him as a player and think he has a lot of potential by giving him this big opportunity.
Rather than out of jail on that point, Chinese pair. They were not exactly coordinated, but the unforced error is a little bonus. So from 4-love down to 6-all. Looks like the Chinese pair have settled now.
That's the right shot though. Huang Dongping, that's where the gap was.
7-6.
Yeah, she wrong-footed. Nice chevron. Jemmy had that clear the net. It wasn't coming back, but it didn't.
Yeah, I'd definitely say out there from the Chinese. Is it nerves? Hard to say. Is it a bit of pressure? Whatever it is at the moment. We're seeing some good level badminton, but I've seen probably more mistakes from Huang Dongping than normally you'd see in a whole match, and you can see even from his body language. Jiang, he just looks a little bit tense out there. Absolutely brilliant.
She was phenomenal, wasn't she, that first round match that we covered, Chris?
She was really solid, and she did it. Sometimes a player that doesn't do anything too phenomenal in a match can go a bit unspotted or unseen, but she did everything to a really good level. She kind of kept the partnership together. I think in that match anyway, Go's level kind of fluctuated a lot more than Lai's. Just lifts too short there, couldn't get it away.
10-7.
I have to say, the Malaysians, it is impressive so far. You can see how short those lifts are, and then it's just a relentless pressure. They just can't get it away. Half-court lifts in the end.
Service over. 8-10.
Inside the line, I think.
9.
Miscalculation from Lai.
Huang, a bit quicker. Okay.
So it's a 2-point lead then for the Malaysians. They might think it should be more. But I suspect we could be in for a tight, tense encounter here on quarter-final day. 11-9.
Okay. 11-9. Play. Service over. 10.
One of the interesting stats I was reading about Jiang. On the physical testing they did in China, all different sports do the testing, and he was one of the highest scoring athletes out of almost all of their sports in China. Wow. Almost a superhuman in regards to some of the testing they did.
So what is that? What kind of testing is it? Like
mixture,
speed?
mainly physical, but speed, kind of endurance, twisting, turning. Fairly simplistic testing, but quite impressive that he scored that well compared to all athletes, just because some other sports are... The same badminton, you need all the aspects, as in, yes, you have to be physical, but you also have to have ability, whereas some other sports, being more physical, does give you an even stronger kind of prowess in the sport.
14.
One of the phenomenal scores was his linked around his VO2 max. He can kind of keep going forever, never really gets tired.
Handy trick, that.
Definitely say today that this is the thing, no one knows exactly what it is, but we haven't quite seen the best of him yet. Is it nerves? Is it tentative? I mean, I highlighted early on in the match, he's got a lot of pressure on him because he is expected to deliver.
At the moment, it's been very one-sided, certainly since they came back for the mid-game break.
It's quite astonishing as well from the Malaysians because they've come out here looking so confident, so calm, so relaxed. They've obviously also got quite a lot of pressure on themselves because badminton's such a big sport in Malaysia, and the fans, you can see here the passion. They're expecting a lot from this pair.
They're enjoying what they're seeing so far. Won 5 of the 7 points they've played since the interval. Go and lie.
And the other thing that shows how much badminton's growing is just Go and Lie, obviously a pair that currently aren't associated with the National Federation. They're training in their club, and it just shows the level obviously you can get to in certain countries because badminton is that big a sport.
Well, we've only been playing for 10 minutes, and the top seeds are just 3 points away from securing this opening game. I don't think too many would have predicted that.
Service over. 12-18.
That's brilliant. But I would say it's kind of the first time in this match we've seen the level of Jiang that, you know, we know he can play. You don't get to 2 in the world unless you are special, and His second, this one here, he steps in, takes it early, incredible execution. It didn't have to be as perfect as that, but there's the big gap there. Okay, now the Chinese are coming alive.
Yeah, the question is, have they left it too late in this opening game? But he's hardly missed a shot so far, guys.
It's been, I mean, both of them, both the Malaysians have been really good. As you say, they've barely put a foot wrong. Shot selection's been on point, really solid.
Just don't expect hands like that from Huang Dongping. 6 game points then for the top seeds.
Service over. 15-20.
It's great cover there by Huang Dongping. Steps out, covers exactly where the shot was going, reads it really well. Here, steps out. If she doesn't cover that, it's obviously where the big gap is.
So 3 game points saved, 3 more to go. Nice touch. Well, there'll be a slightly increased heart rate at the moment, you would think, for going light. Having done so much hard work in this opening game, they're really being made to sweat to guarantee taking it. But they do get there, 21-18, and a potential turn-up, even though they are the #1 seeds. Just a few signs towards the end of that game, though, that the Chinese might be finding their range. However, Gum and Lai lead, 1 game to love. think they would have got some confidence, Jiang and Huang, towards the end of that opening game, even though they lost it eventually. But there were just signs that they were beginning to get a little bit.
Service over. 1, 2. Service over. 3, 1.
Nice trick shot from Go, but to no avail.
Good rally from the Chinese because it was a great little set play from the Malaysians to start the rally. After a return of serve and then obviously swapping sides. And what changed the second game?
Just got the feeling there, didn't we, towards the end of that first game, that this might be coming.
Yeah, and it's often the way. It gives them just that bit of confidence. Helps them just relax a little bit and kind of settle into the match for the Chinese. It's a totally different player now. And yes, the ends will play a part, there's no doubt in that, but just uncharacteristic mistakes in the first game from kind of both Chinese players. I think Huang Dongping made more mistakes in that first game than I'd probably seen her in the whole of 2024.
And as so often happens, when one pair's level goes up, their opponents goes the other way.
Yeah, and the amazing thing is we're 19 minutes in. It's been an incredibly fast game so far. Not really many rallies.
Just beyond the back line.
Service over. 2, 7.
Defense from the Chinese. The world really to survive that rally. Go is in a great position.
That's just fantastic for Go.
Service over. 4-8.
Fantastic defense. That one there obviously put the Chinese in big trouble. Really well placed on the last attack. So Jiang was just a little bit too far over cover in the middle. Ooh, that was quick from Huang Dongping there. Read that so well.
Sent it back with interest. Says everything that 24 shots is the longest rally to date in, what, nearly a game and a half.
Service over. 6-10.
Well, that was pretty convincing, wasn't it? 11-6 for Huang at the mid-game break. Looking good to potentially level this quarter-final.
这个没有办法讲，他肯定拿不到这种球，怎么下的这个，我们两边走，懂吧？拉开往你口回去，你死在这有点质量，你别急着我顶我短。重心很，这要前面这个变成一个轮球，要不然没进。
11-6. Play. Service over. 7-11.
Almost like she was doing shuffle runs across the net there, Huang Dongping.
12-7.
Yeah, and it's one of those integral parts, being a net player, always hunting the shot. You can see there, hunting everything down. Great defense.
I think they were a bit surprised, actually, the Chinese, and it came back.
12.
It was so tight as well, the block. Instantly gets the Malaysians back on the attack.
Play. Service over. 13-8.
Huang, been a massive change in the level from the Chinese. Do feel it was a very nervy start to the match. I would say the credit to the Malaysians, they came out the opposite. They looked confident, they played really well in the first game. But now it's the unforced errors of the Malaysians that are creeping in.
Yeah, and you have the unforced errors, the newfound confidence of Huang. The Malaysians Malaysians have a bit of a problem. That's gone wide as well.
It's amazing. We're not even half an hour in.
27 minutes for nearly 2 games. That includes the 2-game break between the games. A 2-minute break between the games. So just a little matter of 12 game points then to level up for the Chinese.
8.
Well, it didn't take long at all. We haven't even played half an hour, and we're set for a decider. 21 points to 8 in that second game in favour of Jiang and Huang. It's a 1-game shooter.
就是不是说我动吗？你是脚没动起来，所以球来的时候你下一拍都是跟着球去打。你看我拍切完这里，我一打完你不用回就行，他无非就在这个盘，就在这个区，我人家下一拍我人在这里，重心调好，我就要跟他对斗起来，不可能的。
Well, we're out on the practice courts, and HSBC has won 4 of his last 5 against Li Shifeng. This match is next up on court 1. Tough to call though. Li Shifeng obviously is ranked higher. He's number 6 in the world. There he is. Has been as high as 3. And a former champion here at the All England. So should be a good one. Men's singles, HSBC versus Li Shifeng, and that will be as soon as this mixed doubles match concludes, and it's perfectly poised at 1 game.
我怎么把这个自己打的这个状态拿出来，对吧？没有输过，你跟他慢慢打这种球态，那你把它放上去，明白吧？你在前面这里就是第一拍完了，第二、第三、第四拍，我叫我丢多球怎么打？你先做好50个的准备，那这个都是这样。
然后呢，我们一直找一起的东西，他都没有什么起溜，所以我们一直分边去打。
现在可以啊，可是你我们这不能往上唱，你要光看到最后他打，我们就在防啊。
So here we go then, decider. And you've got to feel the way that Huang and Wang performed in that second game, they'll start big favourites here.
Totally different now from Jiang. There's no doubt about it. First game he was nervous, he was edgy, he was mishitting a lot, making some uncharacteristic, unforced errors. His levels improved a lot in the second game.
Well, they needed something just to get them going in this decider.
It's good pressure here, though, from Go. Brilliant defence from the Chinese. It was brilliant defence from the Chinese until the last shot.
2-all. Okay, play.
Hard play for line. because she wants to get involved, but so hard to intercept that, and I think Go's got it.
Well, they're trading blow for blow at the moment.
He's definitely the player in the Malaysian partnership whose level fluctuates more, but second game his level dipped quite a lot, but at the start of this third game he's been very good. Great return. Just good put away.
Well wide.
Again, good play from Go. Good shot selection, good quality of shots as well.
Challenges.
So for the first time, Hawkeye has been called on. They've got 2 challenges each per game. We'll be hoping that this does not get overturned. I don't think it will.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. Service over. 4-all. Play.
Great pickup.
Onto that set up by Jiang and right there to apply the finish.
And Jiang's attacks, it's been really good so far. As soon as he gets up so high, he does it at a great angle. Every time the Chinese get the attack, when he's in a good position, he's not really even using that much variation of a drop shot, a slice, half smash, or an angle. It's just power.
Yeah, it's the trajectory he gets. It makes it so difficult. That's a missed opportunity. She knows it now.
7-5.
Yes, it came at her quickly, but you saw from the reaction of the Malaysian, she thought she should have made it.
It's so important now, this next couple of points for the Malaysians, just got to steady it. So not really making the Chinese have to do too much at the moment. Bad time to break a string, and this has been an absolutely lightning fast game. 36 minutes in, we just haven't really had any rallies. Serve.
Service over. 6-9.
Yeah, I would challenge that too. I think this is close.
Challenges call
I'm not saying the call was wrong, but I think it's worth a look.
Yeah, I would agree. It's very, very close. Maybe it's not close.
Yeah, it's a great challenge.
Yeah.
Service over. 10-6.
So it's a big lead. Mid-game break, 11-6. Looking good for those two at the moment.
Highlights in the doubles category how imperative, you know, two aspects are. One being the first 4 shots of the rally, because you need to get the advantage at the beginning. And the other one being getting the attack. Both pairs are tussling for the attack, because whoever has the attack is ultimately almost always winning the point.
Great reactions, Huang Dongping.
You can see there, you know, there was no lift whatsoever. It was all flat exchanges because nobody wants to lift. And then as soon as somebody does, the rally's over. So it's a little quicker in here today than normal. Really well placed attack though. Really awkward at the right hip.
Service over. 8-13.
Just can't afford to do that. Not with the situation as it is.
Yeah, and the tasks, you know, it's looking bigger and bigger. Challenge for the Malaysians to pull this back now. I'd say they need something quite miraculous to be able to turn this around. That is a, you know, it's a big gift in that situation. Every point is so important now. And again, as soon as the Chinese get the attack, rally is pretty much over. So hard for the Malaysians to deal with it.
Well, the winning line getting closer and closer to this Chinese pair. Excellent start that going wrong maybe the first game certainly seems a lifetime away. Oh, that's just incredible.
70. 8.
Just do no wrong at the moment.
Too good. And this has been very, very one-sided after the end of the first game.
Service over. 9-18.
So just 3 points required now. Well, nothing's going right, is it?
Service over.
Nothing rains but it pours for the two in blue. In 11 match points for the Chinese pair.
Service over. 10-20. Game.
Well, it took them a while to get going, didn't it? After a pretty slack start. But Jiang and Huang in games 2 and 3 were exemplary. 21-10 in the decider. It's not often a 3-game match lasts less than 3/4 of an hour, but that one did. And it feels like they'll take some stopping, Chris. If they can play the way they finished the match from the start in the semis and then potentially the final, every chance.
Definitely. They took far too long to get going in the first game. Yes, the Malaysians play well, no doubt about it, but the Chinese, they just didn't get going. It was not the Chinese pair that we used to see, or players, I should say, because they're a brand new pair. But second and third set was very, very one-sided. Malaysians just struggled in the first 4 shots of the rally and just couldn't really get on the attack. As soon as Chinese got on the attack, they were just devastated.
So they go through 18-21, 21-8, 21-10 in only 44 minutes on court. So here's the updated mixed doubles draw. So in their semi, either going to have French or Chinese opposition. Presumably, Rowan and Chen will be favourites, but Chiquel and Delru may have something to say about it, and they are the highest seed at number 3. Warm welcome back to Birmingham, which actually was hailed as the first manufacturing town in the world back in the late 1700s. It's after they invented the steam engine in particular. So we moved on to match number 2, which is men's singles, and an intriguing one at that, between Lakshya Sen of India